Hey guys, Tuesday update time. Hopefully going to be a quick one today. I don't have a lot to talk about. It seems like I just did an update. But hey, might as well put something out there and say hi. Hi everyone. um, let's see, let's start with weight. I'm up a little bit, um, but I need to have a good poo today. So who knows? But I weighed in at I think 171.6. So that's kind of a lot. I think well, I'll check tomorrow just to make sure everything is okay. Um, but that's good. It's moving in the right direction. It's still up and down 2 pounds, but like I said last week, I've been looking at my history over the past 4 months, and yeah, it's been up and down the same range. But if you draw a line through it, it's slightly going up. so um, so that's okay. I'm happy with that. Everything's going great at the gym. I'm loving my new routine. Something about getting a new routine at the gym, it just reinvigorates everything. Just doing different exercises and you know still being able to go back and do a couple that you really enjoy doing and stuff like that. It's fun. Today was arm day. Arm day. My arm's getting pretty massive. It's kind of crazy. See, tricep. So that's always fun. Um, yeah, I'm starting to, talk to more people at the gym, and um, actually, there was a girl, and I thought for a second maybe she was like checking me out or something. She just kept on smiling at me, and trying to get my attention in the gym, and I realized, oh, that's my pharmacist. so. So it's kind of funny you don't recognize people out of their uh, their field or whatever. She didn't have a lab coat on. She wasn't behind a counter, so I didn't really recognize her right off. But anyway, that was kind of funny. Um, let's see what else. I went to see my new GP this morning and check my blood pressure. It's good. Um, I had come off my blood pressure medicine, I guess, 2 months ago, and then a month ago I cut my diuretic in half. Um, and that's been going well. I haven't swollen up too much. I mean, my legs sometimes at the end of the day feel like they're kind of swelling a little bit, but I just put them up. I have to. That's my time to nap and watch TV and whatever. So just make a point of putting my feet up, and it's fine. I'd rather do that than have to take more medication. So my blood pressure has gone up since last month, which is good because last month it was like 100/60, which is kind of a little too low. Um, and today it was like 116/68, which is perfect. That's right where I'd like it to be, under the 120. So that's good. And I told him about my gallbladder thing, and he sort of um, confirmed the research that I did on how to live without a gallbladder, um, which is something I've been thinking about because, I mean, as you guys know, um, your gallbladder concentrates the bile from your liver into like a little sac, and then when you eat something that's like a really fatty meal, it releases um, that bile that helps you digest the fat. So, I mean, I had in the back of my mind, I was like, okay, well, if my gallbladder's been plugged up for a number of months, maybe that's why my calorie intake is so high, because I'm not digesting all the fats, and that's possible a little bit. But he said the amount of fats that I have at a time, like 15 to 20 grams, kind of thing, I've probably got enough bile just in my you know system, whatever. So that's probably an issue. But like I told him, I said, well, maybe I should just, instead of having like one portion of nuts, have like 2 half portions of nuts at different times of the day. And he said that's probably a good plan. I also looked online to see like after surgery, and I think this is kind of an important point because there's a lot of people in the community that have lost their gallbladders or had them taken out. I should say, not lost. You don't lose them. Not like me. I kind of lost mine. It just disappeared. Um, But I guess right after you have your gallbladder removed, they do recommend a low-fat diet. That's just because it's kind of, your system is kind of messed up at that point. But after a couple of weeks or a month, you really have to go back to having fat because you may not be digesting that fat very well. So that doesn't mean you have less of it. I mean, you should probably have more of it. Just to make sure you're getting those, omega-3 fatty acids and all those healthy sort of fats in your system. Of course, the drawback of that is if you're having fats and they're not getting really eaten up well, you kind of have poo problems. Let's put it that way. Yeah, more lube. Possible leakage. Yeah, doesn't sound very fun to me, but I haven't really had any problems with that, and I think actually it might be partially due to the fact that some of the things they recommend for people who don't have a gallbladder is take a digestive enzyme to help digest the fats, and also there are certain amino acids that help. The one that starts with T, which I forget. But I looked it up and I was like, okay, well, one of my shakes has digestive enzymes in it, and the other shake has BCAAs, so it's got extra amino acids in it. And even just most protein shakes have an abundance of amino acids in them, like the whey protein shakes. So that's good. So I won't really have to change anything in terms of my diet. Just watch not to have like huge influxes of fat at one time. So that's all good. He did share my concern about the fact that I'm still on ursodiol, and I have this big egg-shaped thing that's sitting outside of my common bile duct. I don't really want to shrink that, because then it could go into my bile duct, and that would not be good, especially with a liver as messed up as mine. So, but he said just to wait. I mean, he didn't prescribe that med, so I see my gastro doc in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks is not too long to have to wait to see what to do about that. Yeah, it's kind of making me nervous, this whole gallbladder thing. Share Bear and a few others who have had gallbladder surgeries and had rough times with it. That alone is kind of worrisome to me, but for me, because my liver is in such bad shape and it's right off the liver, and they'll have to do some suturing and stuff around the liver and move my liver around, and it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary for me to think of, but I try not to get myself too psyched out about it. I don't even know if he's going to recommend surgery or what, so I'll have to wait for the 2 weeks to find out. Let's see what else this week. My calories have kind of been up and down, up and down. I haven't been too stringent. Like, I haven't been eating like 3,500, 3,600 every day, which was kind of an obsession for me. It's kind of, some days I'm at 34, some days at 37. It just kind of letting it go where I want to. My eating has been probably not good by weight loss surgery patients' standards, but it's been okay. Like, I've been eating a lot of pizza this week, homemade pizza, but I've been making it on these garlic naan breads, just white flour bread things. They're really good, and they make a really good crust too. I've sort of been thinking about, the foods that I eat. It's really, I get in a lot of fiber in a day. Like, I'm up at, like, I don't know, about 75 grams a day of fiber, and some days it's up to 100 grams a day. If I'm always having things that are whole grain, and the amount of food that I eat is a lot, it's kind of excessive. I probably don't need to have everything be whole grain. It's also expensive to eat like that. So I'm trying to, give up on that a little bit and just make sure that I get enough whole grains in per day, and just trust that my metabolism is going to take care of the other stuff, because, I have a killer metabolism now, and I work out a lot. So I just have to kind of trust in that. I mean, I'm not going to go to the extremes like all these bodybuilders. I don't know if you guys are familiar, if you watch any of these bodybuilding blogs, but apparently you're not a real bodybuilder until you have Pop-Tarts every day, which is kind of ridiculous for me. I couldn't think of anything like less healthy than just Pop-Tarts. But they all eat them, and I don't get it. I don't plan on eating them. It's not in my future. Maybe once in a while, if I'm at someone else's house or something, but I'm not gonna buy any Pop-Tarts. I used to love them when I was a kid. Like, that was my breakfast, you know. That's what I would have before I went to school, you know. Not very good, not very healthy. But that's all I would eat. I didn't want to have anything else. So, you know, if you got kids, guys, you know, and they have stupid ideas like that, like they want to have Pop-Tarts for breakfast every day, don't let them, because it's not healthy. It sets up bad habits for the rest of their life. So, yeah. I've been keeping up with as many videos as I can, but my subscription list is like out of control. So if you haven't seen a comment from me, or if I haven't watched your video, I'm sorry. I'm pretty much at the point now where if you post it on Facebook, then I probably, and you're a friend on Facebook, I'll see it. Or if it happens to be in my feed when I, you know, have my morning coffee. That's pretty much that's pretty much it. But everyone's doing great. There's a bunch of people that got dates. I know VSG Gary, if you don't follow him, he had to postpone his. He was supposed to have it, I think, this week, but he had some blood thinning issues, so he had to postpone it. But he got a new date. I guess it's the end of the month, if I remember. So, you know, shout out to him and go follow him. There's 2 or 3 other people who just got their dates this month too, so a whole new crew coming in, so that's kind of fun. I also want to thank everyone who commented on my video last week. I know Don commented, and a bunch of people sort of commented, just because I was kind of feeling silly about being, you know, irritated by the fact that I couldn't gain weight, and it does seem kind of silly in the context, you know, coming from, you know, my channel is weight loss related, and to have that opposite opinion is kind of weird. So I was kind of weirded out, but you know, it is a struggle for me. So I mean, it is a real thing. It's not something that's, you know, trivial, because it's you know, it's a goal that I have, is to put on, you know, more muscle mass and be fitter and healthier and stronger. So when I'm not able to do that, I'm going to talk about it. So it's just the way it is, right? And I'm doing well. I mean, I have to remember that, you know, I'm 41 years old. I've got health issues on my liver, and, you know, I've got this, my body's still in flux from, you know, having lost all this weight and upping my calories and all this kind of stuff. It's not like I'm some young guy who's just, you know, full of testosterone and eating like a madman. I mean, I have limits. You know, there's only so much I can eat. There's only, you know, there's only so much activity I can do. And, you know, all my hormones and stuff are not, you know, optimal for putting on a lot of mass quickly. Plus, you know, I've probably gone past that new gain period, you know, so, because, yeah, I've been in the gym now for, yeah, almost 10 months. So, you know, I think that period of where I would be gaining a lot of muscle, like, quickly is pretty much past. So I just have to just take it easy, and like I said, I enjoy it, so whatever. What else matters, right? I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and I enjoy the feeling that it gives me during and after I'm at the gym, so it's all good. Yeah, that's all. So, see, 15 minutes again. Sorry, guys. One day I'll master getting short updates. And until then, I hope everyone's having a great week and seeing the losses and gains that they are looking for. And remember to be strong. And I'll see you guys next week.